Have you ever wondered about the future of humanity? Have you ever felt a sense of unease when hearing about biblical prophecies? Many of us are filled with questions when it comes to the apocalyptic predictions found in the Holy Scriptures. Are we really living in the last days? What does the drying of the Euphrates River mean? And how does it connect to biblical prophecies about the end times? Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos that will strengthen your faith in Christ Jesus. Brothers and sisters in Christ, today we are diving into one of the most intriguing and alarming topics of biblical prophecy, the drying of the Euphrates River and the extraordinary events that will follow. This is not just another speculative interpretation, but a wake-up call based on the very words of the Holy Scriptures. The book of Revelation, written by the Apostle John, presents us with a vision of the future that many believe is unfolding before our very eyes. In Revelation 16 verse 12, we read, "The sixth angel poured out his bowl on the great river Euphrates, and its water was dried up to prepare the way for the kings from the east." This verse has puzzled theologians and biblical scholars for centuries. The Euphrates, one of the largest and most important rivers in the Middle East, plays a critical role not only in the geography of the region but also in biblical prophecy. But what does the drying of this river truly signify? First, we need to understand that the Euphrates is no ordinary river. Since ancient times, it has served as a natural boundary between east and west. In biblical history, the Euphrates is mentioned as early as the book of Genesis, where it was one of the four rivers flowing from the Garden of Eden. The drying of the Euphrates is not just a geological event, it is a prophetic sign of great significance. It symbolizes the removal of barriers, paving the way for forces from the east to advance toward Israel and the west. But who are the kings of the east mentioned in the prophecy? Many scholars believe this could refer to nations like China, India, or other Asian powers. The idea is that the drying of the Euphrates will allow large armies from the east to move freely, fulfilling other prophecies related to the final battle, known as Armageddon. What makes this prophecy so alarming today? The answer lies in current events that seem to align with biblical predictions. In recent years, we've witnessed drastic climate changes and increasing water scarcity in many parts of the world, including the Euphrates region. Recent reports indicate that the water level of the Euphrates has been dropping significantly due to factors such as dam construction, excessive irrigation, and climate change. Some parts of the river are already nearly dry, raising not only environmental concerns but also geopolitical tensions. This situation leads us to ask, are we witnessing the literal fulfillment of this biblical prophecy? And if we are, what should we expect next? The Bible tells us that after the Euphrates dries up, we will see strange things. But what exactly does that mean? To understand better, we need to look at the broader context of end-time prophecies. In Matthew 24, Jesus speaks of the signs that will precede his second coming: wars, rumors of wars, famines, earthquakes, and increasing wickedness. He also warns about false prophets and great tribulation. All these events appear to be interconnected with the drying of the Euphrates and what will follow. One of the strange things we might witness is an increase in demonic activity. Revelation mentions evil spirits performing signs and gathering the kings of the world for battle. Revelation 16 verse 14. This suggests a time of intense negative spiritual activity, potentially manifesting through supernatural events or large-scale political manipulation. We may also see significant geopolitical shifts. The drying of the Euphrates is not just a physical event but also symbolic. It could represent the fall of old power structures and the rise of new alliances. This could lead to intensified conflicts in the Middle East and beyond as nations position themselves for what they believe to be the final battle. Furthermore, we can expect an increase in unusual natural phenomena. Jesus spoke of signs in the sun, moon, and stars, Luke 21 verse 25. These signs could manifest as rare astronomical events, extreme climate changes, or unexplained celestial phenomena, all serving to alert humanity to the nearness of the end times. However, as Christians, we are called not to fear these events, but to see them as signs of Christ's imminent return. Jesus said, "When these things begin to take place, stand up and lift up your heads, because your redemption is drawing near." Luke 21 verse 28. So, what should we do as we await the fulfillment of these prophecies? The Bible gives us clear instructions. 1. Stay alert. Jesus repeatedly urged us to be watchful. Mark 13 verse 37. This means being aware of the signs of the times and keeping our spiritual lives in order. 2. Stand firm in faith. Paul exhorts us to be steadfast and immovable in our faith. 1 Corinthians 15 verse 58. In times of turmoil, our faith in Christ must be our anchor. 3. Share the gospel. Jesus gave us the Great Commission to make disciples of all nations. Matthew 28 verses 19 to 20. As prophetic events unfold, we have an even greater responsibility to spread the message of salvation. 4. Live in holiness. Peter reminds us to live holy and godly lives, knowing that everything will soon pass away. 2 Peter 3 verse 11. 5. Pray without ceasing. Prayer is our direct line to God. Paul encourages us to pray continually. 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 17, especially in times of tribulation. It's crucial to understand that prophecy should not lead us to panic or fanaticism. Instead, it should inspire us to live with greater dedication to God and His purposes. Remember Jesus' words, "Do not let your hearts be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me." John 14 verse 1. As we observe the drying of the Euphrates and the strange things that follow, we must remember that God is in control. These events are not random. They are part of His greater plan for humanity's redemption. If this video has touched your heart and sparked your curiosity about biblical prophecies, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content that will strengthen your faith and keep you informed about the signs of the times. And please share your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about the drying of the Euphrates and the prophecies of the last days? May the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, guard your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus. Stay strong in your faith, and continue seeking the truth in the Scriptures. Until the next video.